Hi, I'm Debbie Weems, founder of DW Consulting Solutions, and my company offers expert training on LinkedIn, best practices for branding and marketing. We are going to celebrate 14 years of doing this in a few months, so we still wake up loving what we do. So we're happy that you're all here and learn from us tonight. Thanks.
And my name is Julie, and I'm owner of Iris Marketing Agency for 7 years now. And I have used all sorts of different platforms for social media for different clients and done different things, and LinkedIn has been where I've seen the best results come in for people of all different industries. So I followed very closely to all of Debbie's tips and everything that she teaches, and so we're very aligned in our ways of thinking and how we feel people should be using the platform and like the power of it. I'm also a certified bank iOS coach, so the cards that I put in front of you will make sense here in the next slide, but it's a sales methodology based in personality science, but this is kind of like the umbrella of engaging, communicating, really knowing who you want to work with, who you want to talk to, how to communicate. So what I'm going to be talking about is how to use it on LinkedIn, but when you hear about it, keep in mind that this is good for like all of life, like communicating with people in your circle, people that you work with, team members, clients, investors potentially. Like the way that people want to be communicated to is very, you can go in a different direction if you don't communicate properly with someone. So there's a lot of tips for that. So we have clients kind of everywhere. Why LinkedIn? I'll let Debbie go into that.
A lot of reasons, and thank you. So one of the things I like to point out is that LinkedIn's been around for 21 years. So they started at the same time as Facebook, went two different directions, obviously. Facebook is the kingpin for audience. LinkedIn has become the #1 professional online network. And they hit 1 billion members back in January. They are still adding more than 7 new members per second around the world. That's why we love what we do. There's always new people coming on. So they're everywhere, over 200 countries, and I'm ahead of myself. So it's all about branding and marketing. So it's a great tool once you learn how to use it. The initial thing is setting up a very basic profile. Speaking of basic, we always encourage people, stick with the basic free membership until you're sure you've learned everything you can do with that. I teach people how to use the site. I was on the free membership for 5 years after I started charging for my instruction. So you really can do a lot. I'm not against an upgraded membership. They're fantastic as long as you're ready to take on the learning curve and use what you're paying for. You can pretty much do anything on this site. Everybody is selling, either yourself, if you're transitioning, which is how that site started out. You know, for about the first 6 years of LinkedIn's life, they were known as the job seekers website. And then they grew from there, but lo and behold, 21 years, now they are the darling of the HR industry. So if you are ever in transition, you have to have a strong presence on here. That is what 95% of all HR offices globally are using this site. So it's great for transition, but it's great for anything, services, products. I've worked with Avon ladies to build their teams on LinkedIn. Anything that's multi-level marketing, they really do well with hiring teams, just like any employer can hire a team. So it's really a fascinating site, and it's growing all the time. So this is something important. 94% of those 1 billion members are using the basic free membership. So, a paid membership is great if you're ready to use what you're paying for. We've worked with people on premium that have gone back to basic because they really don't need what they were paying for in their particular line of work. So, back of my business card has a link on it. You are free to set up a call with me anytime. There's no obligation. It's 15 minutes. There's 3 people on my team that do these things every day. And we will give you a couple of quick tips within 15 minutes right over the phone. So don't be driving if you're setting up that appointment. We've run into that. But it will also give you a good idea of what you can do with the site. Thanks.